Visiting Golden Mountain to the top and then going down, you will notice an installation with vultures ready to devour a dead body. A board there explains that during cholera epidemics in the past, the dead were so many that the temple couldn't cremate them on time. So, some bodies had to be left out in the open area of monastery, becoming food for the vultures. At the old days, 100-200 years ago, Wat Saket was receiving a lot of bodies for cremation every day anyway. Because it was the closest temple to the old city where no cremation allowed. So the bodies had to get transferred here to get cremated. During the epidemic though, thousands of poor criminals and unidentified people ended up a feast for the vultures. Let's listen some witnesses. Then the officials stooped down and cut the body open. The sight of the blood and entrails was too much for the filthy vulture, which began to flap their wings. A monk then advanced and chanted a few words, holding a fan and pipe in his left hand, and in his right a piece of bamboo which he touched the body. No sooner had he uttered his last word than the vultures seemed to know their time had come, and with a frantic rush and a horrible scream swept forward and hopped, and fluttered around the mangled corpse, each trying to get his full share of the feast. One of the custodians quickly raised the body of a prisoner up in the box and with a sharp knife cut a number of stripes of flesh from the arms and thighs and callously threw piece after piece to more greedy birds who eagerly crowded around. None but the initiated would approach these grounds after sunset. The walls are hung with human skeletons and the ground is strewed with human skulls. Here also are scrapped together the horrid fragments of those who have bequeathed their carcasses to the hungry dogs and vultures. The half-picked bones are gathered and burned by the outcast keepers of the temple, who received from the nearest relative of the infatuated testator a small fee for that final service. Today, what remains from this gruesome past is the name of this busy food area close to the temple. Pratupi, the Gate of Ghosts. Because here was the only opening to pass the dead bodies from the walled old city to the temple. For some though, the area can be still scary at night, as there are many stories about ghosts, the souls of the dead, who still are all around the place. Golden Mountain itself though, is so bright every night that it's not scary at all.